Hello, Cancer. Welcome. This is your general love reading for the new moon of September 28th. So, this is a general love reading. It will not resonate with all of you. We are very complex people. So, check your own sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs and see if there's some messages hidden away in their readings. So, thank you for tuning in, for liking, sharing, being a part of my channel. I really appreciate it. So, dear universe, what messages do you have for our Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs who are in love, are in some kind of a relationship? Dear universe, what messages do you have for all of our Cancers? I can't help but feel like Cancer, you're dealing with a Gemini. That just came in. That's not for everybody. Gemini just had a really hard reading. Ooh, not wanting to move away from something, some situation, or something that is going on. So I think you're not willing to give up on something and start in a new direction. I definitely feel like you, even if it makes you unhappy, you're not willing to move on. Ooh, no, that's not for everybody. That's for whoever I just was reading for. All right, dear Cancer, what messages do you have, dear universe, for our Cancers in love? Messages for the greatest and highest good. Woo, a lot of you guys are really worried, really anxious. And it could be about taking a new direction that you don't want to take. See, you don't want to walk away. There's like a whole new direction that is just waiting for you. And there's just like either you or somebody is not wanting the other person to go. And if you go, I think it will be an incredible journey for you. But if you stay, I think it might be a missed opportunity. So again, this is for whoever needs to hear that message. It's not for everyone. But for a lot of you, you may want to be moving out of a situation. And that's what's giving you a lot of anxiety, is being unable to make any moves from a situation that you are involved in right now. All right, so what else do we have? Yeah, see, I think there's a lot of internal conflict with you. I mean, this person, you want to make good decisions, but there's something not right. Either you're avoiding the issue at hand that you need to deal with, but there's something that's keeping you from moving away from this relationship. And again, this is the card of Gemini. So I wonder if some of you Cancers are dealing with somebody who has Gemini in their chart, or maybe you are a Gemini Cancer cusper. Yeah, you've been fighting a lot with your person, Cancer, and that's been really difficult. And I think there's this conflict that you have with them. It's like you don't know how to turn things around, because I feel like somebody, either that's you or them, is very difficult. And I get that from this King of Swords reverse. I feel like they're overpowering, they're domineering. It's almost like sometimes how they actually like reason doesn't make sense. But I just see you very, very anxious. And here you are, the Moon card. I mean, this can also be a card of Pisces, but this is your reading, Cancer. So I feel like somehow you guys are so tangled up together that it's really difficult to see how you can move away from this person. But, I do sense that somebody wants to make a decision about this, because my eye keeps going to the snake. There's something just so venomous about this whole thing. I get this real codependent energy with the Six of Pentacles up reversed. I feel like that's very codependent. And it makes it really difficult for either you or the other person to move away. Like I said, this very controlling, domineering, narcissistic even kind of energy is what I pick up. So, bottom of the deck, we have this need to really make a decision, because this relationship is not working. Okay, and it's like you can't keep fooling yourself that, I mean, it's going to continue to be really painful. You guys continue to fight. I feel like there's this real emotional Like when you two, like you guys get into a fight, it's wicked. Do you know what I mean? Like you guys know how to really dig deep when it comes to stabbing each other. I mean, you guys are very good that way. It's like as good as you fight, I'm gonna guess, is as good as you love. Usually that's how that turns out. Anyway, what else do you have for our Cancers at this time? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Dear Universe, our Cancers in love. I'm going to go to another deck. Oh, see, there's a lot of lying and deception in this relationship. Ooh. See, the Seven of Pentacles reversed. It's like there's this need to pretend that things are better than they really are. Because I feel like you two, I mean, you're committed, you're bonded in some real, like, way, whether it's through work, through your community. But the two of you, like, when you're passionate, like I said earlier, you guys, you got it all. But there's been so much hurt that goes on also because, you know, one person tries to dominate the other. And I think that has gone on a lot in this relationship where there's been a real power play between you and your person. But ultimately, one person seems to always dominate over the other. And the other one is submissive. And I want to say it's because of a codependent factor. Whether that is money, whether that is your home place, whether that is, you know, a car. I mean, there's some factor that this person has with you that keeps you from being able to move away. All right, what cards of advice do we have for our Cancer? Ooh, out comes the Universe. It's like it's time to put an end to this relationship. You have to make a decision. You know, does this continue where, you know, you remain in this state of anxiety, where you're always conflicted, where you're always fighting? Do you stay or do you go? I mean, here's the card of the Universe. The advice is to move on, close this door, close this chapter. But again, the Lovers come out. It's like even though things have not worked out before, you're hopeful. And even if you end up alone in this relationship, I get the feeling that Cancer, you would rather be alone and in this relationship than not in this relationship at all. And you would be perfectly okay with that. So I think you have to really emotionally look at why you want to be with this person so badly. You know, I mean, there's some karmic cycle. Because in this relationship, you're always left alone. One person is the hermit, you know, isolated. So this is a cycle that, you know, you keep going over and over again. And I think if the other person is wanting to move on and you're not allowing them to move on, you know, that's another scenario. You know, ultimately, I think you want to feel good. And you want to feel, you know, good about this person. And if you move on, you're so afraid of being left alone that you would rather hang on at all costs, Cancer. So you're at a point where you've got to make a decision, okay? Because this is just not working. And you keep trying and it just doesn't work. So it's time to let go of the burden. It's time to forget about being, you know, hurt over and over and over again by this person. And it's time to start healing from all of the past that you had with this person. Because like I said, I feel like this is not, I feel like it's unrequited love. Like you've been with somebody and the only reason you've been together is because of a codependent issue. Money, car, home, you know, whatever it is that holds you guys together. It just doesn't work anymore. It just does not work anymore. The Ten of Pentacles reversed is encouraging you to finally, once and for all, put an end to this. And see, you know, maybe it's time for you to look at why can't you let go of this person? I know you really love them, but do they really love you back is the answer. And you need to, like, honestly answer that question for your own good. All right, Cancer? So that's what I've got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, terrific. If it didn't, check your other signs and see if maybe there's a message there for you. So until the next reading, Cancer, blessed be. Bye now.